Yeah, so welcome back everyone to this demo session. So Provide DevOps Moves, the title of this course actually. The main agenda and the concept of this demo. So it's not completely DevOps. It is only some of the tools. You can call it as the deployment side, not in the CI side, but I would be also covering on the CI part as well. CI part means like GitHub Actions or Jenkins, something like that. I will give you more brief about that. So Provide DevOps Moves means I have designed this course particularly for experienced people. Even you are a fresher, you can take this course. You can take this and why I'm telling that you can also take. So you will be going to provide the Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, Grafana, SRE techniques, and some AI techniques as well. So that's what my main motto to design this course. So if you can go outside in the market, if you try to find all these tools together, either you have to go to the DevOps course or you have to separately learn every tool like Kubernetes separately, Docker Kubernetes however combination, so monitoring separately or Terraform separately like that. So nowhere these all tools are combined. So I found this gap and I designed this course. So let me give you some theory about it and then I'll also answer your questions. Anything if you have, you can ask me in the last. So in between, if you have any doubts, you can raise your hand. I can give you unmute permission on it. Okay. So what I will be going to cover in this course. First of all, before I'm going to tell you what I will cover, what is the market, what is the importance of this course, and why uh, this made me to design this course. And even I have designed this course and you all people connected to me. That means you're also looking something from my course. So I'll tell you what I will be going to cover for you guys and what you will get from me. So basically in IT market or in SDLC of the software industry, we have many tools and many workflows. But why DevOps became that much, it created a big impact in the IT market and workflows, application deployment from the development to the deployment side. So previously, you all know already, all the experienced people, everyone know that there is a problem of operations. So operations are not that so smooth, reliable, or in a continuity manner. So they are not that much flexible actually. So that's why the delivery system is highly complex in previously. But nowadays, because of the DevOps practice or a method, I would say, so this is not a tool or a certain technology. It is something we can call as a practice or a methodology. By using this, we automated many things from 2016 actually, and later going forward from 2017 and 18, DevOps adoption is more in the software market. You can take any small company also, they would be using the DevOps. But the point is, previously, there are only some tools. Some companies are like acting like a providers and they claim like a providers also and they even initiated their products. Example, Atlassian should, like you can say Bamboo is a tool. From many years ago, from past 18 years, 15 years, those tools are there. Octopus, Urban Code Deploy, IBM tools, Oracle. So these are all the tools there previously, but they are not that much reliable and flexible. So later, some of the open source tools came and started integrating with their workflows, and we made some workflow automations, and that is getting better and better over the period. Example, Jenkins. So Jenkins has created a big revolution in this market. Top of the Jenkins, now if you see GitHub Actions is built on the Jenkins only. GitLab also means GitLab CI/CD built on Jenkins only. Azure DevOps also built on Jenkins only. So these big providers, they took the idea from the Jenkins itself, but they maintained in a managing way. Like you don't need to manage much, so they will manage some part of struggles what you are doing on the Jenkins, and the customizations or the configuration part they're giving to you. So that will be called as two planes, like control plane. The main core area of the control plane, providers are managing. Similar way, we have other tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Grafana, Prometheus, and we have other tools as well for the monitoring stuff. We have OpenTelemetry and different tools are there. Most of the people are don't know. If you are focusing on the SRE or you are switching to the SRE side, you must know all these terminologies. And there are some other tools as well like PagerDuty, ServiceNow, Splunk, SignalFX, Neuralink. Like this, there are many tools that market is using right now, but most of the people don't know. Few people only know. So why I will tell you that? Okay, I have an application right now. We all know, but just bear me because I wanted to tell you something. This application, we know that developer will develop this, developer will write this functionality, and this become a Docker image. So this is a basic actually. What else I will say something new in it. Oh, let me. It's a Docker image. Okay. So this Docker image, fundamentally everyone who learned DevOps, who is having some experience on DevOps also, they know only we're creating Docker image out of code base by using some Docker file. But in some of the companies, it is very just fundamental Docker file and fundamental Docker image. It's a basic Docker image, I would say. So this Docker image is also including many things, you know. So inside that, we will be using one base image. It's not that easy that taking base image from the Docker registry or you took somebody's Docker base image and you're keeping in your Docker file, you're building it. No, it is not like that. It is something else actually. So if you go to banking projects, if you go to finance payments projects or any big projects also, so they were more concerned on the security part. It is not that something you took and put and you generated the Docker image and go and deploy in the Kubernetes. Not like that. We need to know. So there is a team called SEA, Security Composition Analysis team. They have to review, they have to run, and they have to keep everything in a one registry. From that registry, we have to use. In some companies, we have to only use approved, scanned, or I can say authorized Docker images only as our base image. You're just randomly taking SDK or JDK image or NPM image from the Google. No, that is not allowed. It will block. While you're generating your Docker image from your Docker file, where this CI/CD pipeline is running, it's completely blocked the pulling image from the internet. No. So in that case, what you will do? You should know, right? So this is a basic policy. This is a basic policy in the organizations. And also, after generating this image, we should scan this. It's not something like we already pulling approved libraries or dependencies from the registry and keeping in our Docker file and we are generating the Docker image. No, it's not like that. We have to again scan it. So there are some many issues, vulnerabilities can be found in it. Okay, there would be some bugs. We have to see that. So there are some tools like Snyk and Trivy and other tools like Burp Suite and all. So those tools as part of SecOps, Dev SecOps on your CI/CD. So I will also going to cover this as a one single stage. Docker image generation is a one stage, scanning is a one stage, pushing Docker image is a one stage in your CI/CD pipeline at the CI part. And coming to the CD part, we have tools like Kubernetes, Helm chart, and also Argo CD. And inside the Kubernetes is not something like you're gonna learn in 1 or 2 days. It will take at least 10 to, I can say 10 to 15 days it will take basically. So 10 to 15 days you need to learn the Kubernetes. So trust me, I'll be going to teach you Kubernetes, and at the pro level you can also clear your CK examination with this knowledge. So that much Kubernetes knowledge I will give you in this course. Kubernetes is everything right now in the market. Previously, Kubernetes was like something people are very hard, people not that much familiar with the Kubernetes. It is very hard on the on-premises. And when this cloud providers took this Kubernetes and they made it as like the managing the control plane, and then it become more easy. Everything is deployed over the Kubernetes. So we need to understand why Docker and Kubernetes came and how efficient they are running and why this is so important in the market and what is our role. You might be a DevOps, you might be a build and release engineer, or you might be a platform engineer, or you might be SRE engineer, or you might be a DevX engineer, a production support engineer. There are many things, okay, observability engineer. So these all roles comes in DevOps only. You might work anywhere, but these are very basic. If you don't know this, no. Developers also need to know this because it is mandatory for them. So I can give you an example like aptitude is mandatory for everyone, right? So basic mathematical calculations is mandatory for everyone, right? Similar way, Linux and DevOps is basic for everyone. You might be a developer, you might be a ML developer, you might be a full stack or any other domain, data engineering or whatever. You must know these things. So it is an add-on skill for you. And then we will be going to deploy into the Kubernetes, right? Kubernetes is actually managing your company main workload, main assets. I would say your application code in the GitHub, right? What you will keep in GitHub? GitHub we will keep the important code or asset. So it's a company asset. Kubernetes also same. This one you are executing here in the Kubernetes actually. That's what it is. So important. Managing the Kubernetes lifecycle, managing the node plane, and managing the all the add-ons, managing the all the workloads, security maintenance. So all these things, even version upgrades and all, these are very, very important on the Kubernetes point. If you are a working people, you must know this actually. Okay. So in this Kubernetes, there are many things are there, many objects, many components, many services are there. So wherever you go, you might only listen like services, how to create a pod, how to create a service, how to create a deployment, how to create a stateful set. No, these are the something. Uh, it's not make you perfect on this area. You should know more about it. It's some. It's not enough that you're creating mini cube or kubeadium in your local laptop and creating the cluster over the EKS, AKS, GKE, and maintaining the node pool groups and also attaching IAM roles least privileges with rollback access, writing network policies, and also uh, creating CRDs. Like there are many CRDs you can define actually, and available CRDs you can take custom resource definitions and Carpenter, Autoscaler. So these are all something people are not teaching outside. Nobody knows as well. Actually, when you are getting task, your manager is giving task to you, then only you are surprising that oh what is this? Then only you are doing the Google. Oh then this is something you are studying from the uh, like documentation articles from the Google. But there is no video. You search entire YouTube or somewhere. Everyone will give you a basic demo how to do this. Done. but that's it, not at the enterprise level. So this is something I'm going to teach you at the enterprise level. So what is a policy as a code? What is OPA gatekeeper, or what is least privileges? What is IRSA? What is Carpenter? What is SCADA? So many things are there on the Kubernetes. Okay. So I will be also means I have already mentioned many things in the syllabus. I'll explain you. Just give me a few more minutes, then we can get into our uh, discussion. Deploying into the Kubernetes also, there are methods are there like customize and Helm. Which one your organization is using, right? Most of the people Helm they will be using. And not only Kubernetes, like Kubernetes, we also have Podman, we also have Docker Compose, we also have OpenShift, right? I will also share the knowledge on those platforms. So this is completely a platform basic thing. So on them as well, I'll give you like knowledge, like why the companies are moving to this EKS or AKS or GKE, or why not OpenShift, and why OpenShift and why not other clouds. Okay, so those things also I'll teach you in this at my level best. And by while you're deploying here, there would be Helm, right? It's something not like you're just writing Helm upgrade and something command like that. No, there is a strategy from your CI/CD again. You nowhere put anything you hand manually. It has to done through your CI/CD. Even though your application or a pod deployed here without running any kubectl command, this pod need to notify that I'm healthy to your Slack channel. That should happen from your CI/CD only. So that is we call smoke test. Smoke test is something that you already deployed and waiting for the confirmation back. You need to maintain your CI/CD pipeline to be like that. Okay. So those kind of smoke testing stages will be also, and blue and green deployment, canary deployment. So there's a deployment strategies. Okay. Rolling update strategy, shadow environment strategy. So those things will be going to cover in this platform side, like in the CD completely it is delivery side, not on the CI side. It's completely in the delivery side. And then we can also call continuous deployment after this workflows we made automated completely. Then we can call continuous deployment. But continuous deployment is something and continuous delivery is something, because you are involving here. When you are involving on the CI/CD part, then that is the delivery. When you're not involving on the CI/CD part, in the CD part especially, then that is a continuous deployment. Okay. What I mentioned smoke test, that comes into your continuous deployment, not in the delivery. Delivery is something that it only notifies at your Slack channel or the Teams or a mail. And then someone has to approve that. Someone will be looking in the release. Someone will be monitoring that. So the person. But when system is involving everywhere and entire thing is done by the system, that is continuous deployment. Okay. It's not like Google definition, guys. Google definition will tell you many things, but no, not like that. After this deployment happen, yeah, we know that monitoring system will come, right? Grafana, Prometheus, we know these tools only. But in that, what you will monitor? Will you only monitor Kubernetes and pod? What about other things? Okay, what about the server? What about your DNS? What about your service health check? What about your memory? What about your CPU? What about your scaling tracking? Scale out, scale down tracking? What about your runtime tracking? What about your security tracking on the Kubernetes? No. Only monitoring means that's it. Pod monitoring, cluster monitoring. No, that is not at all the monitoring. That is the basic monitoring. Monitoring in the sense there are three things. Infra monitoring, business level monitoring, and application level monitoring, your container level monitoring, endpoint level monitoring, your application health check level monitoring. So many monitorings are there, and there are some metrics, traces, and logging. These three are different. So for these three, we need to use three tools. Those three tools we need to integrate to the Grafana. Because open source, OSS. Whenever you see OSS, open source, okay? Open source and free, where you can manage and easily configure according to your requirement with your GraphQL queries or PromQL queries. With time series database or MySQL, any database you can connect to it as a data source. And then you can visualize whatever the dashboard you want in the Grafana. So that is the advantage of the Grafana, and free means open source. No need to pay any single penny to it, anything. So that's the advantage of Grafana, and everyone is going to that Grafana. And here, when you enable monitoring, and there is something called alert. What about alert mechanism? Noise control. Alert mechanism. Alert mechanism also something. Okay, it's a PagerDuty example you can take. Okay, PagerDuty is a tool where it highly effectively work at your production system across your team members, and we can also define some templates like L1, L2, L3 team, and we can write escalation policy as well. Example, in the Kubernetes, here some incident happen. Here some incident happen. Okay, and we are calling it as P1 incident. Why P1 it is? Why not P2? What is P3? What is P4? We have to define the objectives on the indicators. SLA, SLI, SLO. These are something which tell you that this is a problem ticket, or this is incident ticket, this is non-critical ticket, this is critical ticket, or yeah, ticket only we call. So ticket like that. On what basis I can say this? This is P1. On what basis I can say this? This is P2. On what basis I can say P3? Or on what basis I would say problem ticket? Incident ticket and problem ticket. There are two things. And change request. See, yeah. What are these things? Anyone know here? Anyone working on this SRE level? If you know, you can raise your hand. Okay, Chaitanya. You want to speak? Oh, wait.
Yeah, hi Rajni. Good evening.
Hi, Chaitanya.
Yeah. So incident is something which is not working as expected, or due to some issues the application is not getting loaded. We can treat the priority based on like how effectively it's impacting. Like if it is if it is impacting the business in a list of members, if it is if affecting for less than 100, or based on that, the incident will be created, P1, P2, P3, P4. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the problem ticket is something, if we have getting that issue repeatedly, instead of tracking all these incidents, we can create a problem ticket, and we can solve based on the we can analyze the root cause, what is causing that issue, and we need to perform the postmortem on the things with the problem ticket. And the change request is something like if we have tested the things in lower environment, and if we are going with the production level updates or something, then we can use the change request, Rajni.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, it's correct actually. Problem ticket is something that repeatedly happening. So you need to rectify it and fix it up. Incident is something like it. There are two things: business impact, business impact, and your infra impact. Sometimes it will be like you have two P1 tickets. One thing is impacting business, and one thing is impacting your infrastructure side or the internal side. So which one you will choose? So there are many interview questions on this part. How you will prioritize when you are the one person having two P1 tickets with you? How? On what basis? We need to understand the system that time. We need to have this moves, quick moves technique so that we can work. If you are hurriedly doing something and that creates some no. So when you have these kind of tickets, what is our approach? How we can take it up and move accordingly in the organization? You know, see, don't take help from the seniors. So they are something they also don't know, but they have started from learning from their seniors, and they few people will show up like that. Okay, they might be in some other work and they won't give some time to you, and you will be get stuck over there. You don't know how to move in which direction. I have seen many DevOps engineers. They know even, but they'll think, oh, is it right or wrong? Should I should I do it or not? They will ask. They'll go to ChatGPT. They will ask, oh, is it something I'm doing correct or wrong? Is it something uh, I have means decided like this? Then can I able to do this or not? Means can I do it in this functionality or not? Or can I do this kind of automation or not? No, first think yourself, get the knowledge, and then ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT is having bunch of solutions because it is having internet data. It will have a bunch of solutions. It will suggest you one best. But ChatGPT don't know about your system. ChatGPT don't know about your application and the business and the infrastructure. When it know it is suggesting means yes, good. But it doesn't know. It just give you a generalized answer and what inputs you are giving among it do a sentiment analysis, it will do a classification, it will do uh, generation, new pattern identified, and then it will give you one the best. The confidence score is which is high, that one it will give you because I'm an AI developer. I'm telling that. So whatever it is, the best confidence is the one means it find as the best. That will it will give you. So based on the data that you are given as a input and what it is having and analyzed. Some tools, some AI tools won't give you that correct answer also. It will say something and you are believing and you're doing it and it will do something at the production level. Again, it will create a problem. So that is something. And yeah, I will also tell you about this, what tickets these are and why, how we have to work on them. So these are all comes under the SRE category. And when this problem incident and when this problem tickets will be generated and how it will be coming through your Jira or any other, you have any other tools. So from there, some companies are still using IBM Remedy tool actually. So that is not outdated. So now everyone is using Jira, and some people also use ServiceNow. And yeah, after this, yeah, okay, after this, what you will be doing? Yeah, your designation or your job or responsibility is just only deployment. That's it. You are a DevOps engineer or a platform engineer. And then some team will be there. They will be in the on call. On call means there will payger duty will come into the picture. Payger duty is a tool. What this tool is the L1 team, L2 team, and L3 team. So L1 team we call them as a on call engineers. On call means they'll be in a rotational shift. So they'll get keep on incident tickets, some small support tickets or a incident ticket. And if they are not acknowledged on the incident, it will escalate to the L2. If L2 is not responded within 15 minutes, then it will escalate to the L3. So this is called escalation policy or a template. These things we will be defining in the PagerDuty with alerting mechanism. Then immediately when your incident is get created, then there should be a war room has to create. Okay. What is mean by war room? War room is something where your stakeholder, subject matter expert, and your technical leads and you, SRE, all are welcome here. Everyone will come and they will try to solve this incident. First, when you joined here, the first thing is what happened, at what level this problem is created, where to go. Do I need to go to Kubernetes, CI/CD, AWS, or Grafana? Where? First, I have to go to Grafana. I have to find centralized logging system where my logs are recorded there. From there, I can fetch information and then I can go for the assessment. Like then I can analyze the thing and what happened. I will identify the workload and then I'll get into the troubleshooting. It's not only Kubernetes will create always a problem because your main workloads are running here. It don't decide this is the first problem thing. This will also work sometimes fine, but the backside database storage, your queuing systems, network, they won't work properly. Because of that, Kubernetes will affect. You need to identify what is a way of finding out this when we know about this tool. When we know about this CD platform, then we can able to catch that one by looking at the this incident this incident problem or whatever the issues they are facing and we can analyze the impact as well. So this is something I'll be going to cover. And why Terraform? Yes, in your organizations, everything is through Terraform. Everything is through Terraform only. Even though you found all this, but you need to implement the changes in the Kubernetes, you need to do through only Terraform. You must know Terraform. That is, I can say Terraform Kubernetes same are important for DevOps engineering. So this have like two eyes for your body. So Terraform and Kubernetes should be a skill set for it, any DevOps engineer. And I will be going to teach you the Terraform. Again, it will take 10 days of time for us. Every day 1.5 hours. So it will take 10 days, 10 to 12 days easily. I will start from very scratch to the advanced level. We'll give a try over the 3 clouds and then we can create the resources and we'll understand the Terraform workflow, lifecycle. As you are an engineer, how you can manage the Terraform with new techniques. Don't follow old techniques with the new techniques. I'll teach you. And then I'm also covering SRE part right here and monitoring part. Then I'll teach you AI techniques. AI. I'm not going to teach you AI development or AI operations. It's something like AI techniques, I would say. AI ops is again a big topic, big subject. So I will not say that word AI techniques. AI technique is something, if you have a scope at your organization, you can integrate AI ops. So when you will integrate AI ops, when you have AI technique knowledge, you're not a developer, you're not a platform administrator, you're not something, but it's a very basic and minimum knowledge that you need to have because now all the entire market is adapting AI. With AI, we can do very big automations. You need to use it. You have to make AI as a medium for your work. It is a medium actually. So medium is nothing but your automation. It is a medium. You need to make this medium according to your system and then getting done your work faster. So these techniques I will tell you from your knowledge point of view, workflow point of view, and deployment point of view, and monitoring point of view as well. Example, if your organization is allowed you that you want to integrate AI, then how you can integrate AI over the alerting system, or how you can integrate the AI at the Grafana system, or how you can integrate the AI at the CI/CD system. So these techniques are going to teach you. Okay. And coming to the syllabus, if you see, I already mentioned most of the things. It's not something like I have mentioned this line, I'll going to cover this only. This line is meaning a lot. This line is meaning a lot. Each line is I will take you a kind of real-time scenarios only, not like the Google definition scenarios. I will take you over the real-time scenarios because everyone is already experienced, so no need to mention. You obviously automatically you're going to ask me the questions and we will get into the practicals automatically. So all the tools I have mentioned, and something I have forgot is Argo CD. Argo CD is a continuous delivery tool again. So you have GitHub and Argo CD you will be deploying over your Kubernetes only here. Sorry. Argo CD you will going to deploy it here only. Argo CD will automatically fetch from your GitHub and it will deploy your workload here. So it is called GitOps. I'll cover GitOps as well. Okay. Nowadays, all companies are working on GitOps, GitHub Actions, GitOps with Argo CD and the Kubernetes. So I'll going to teach you this. This is very easy. If you have this knowledge, and Argo CD is very easy actually. GitOps concepts are very easy. I have all covered most of the things what I'm going to teach you in this course, and please refer this one syllabus. And if you have any questions, you can ping me over the WhatsApp. And one more thing, as I already said that today I'm going to only teach this theory part only, not practical part. For practical part, we'll start from tomorrow, and every day 7 p.m. 7 p.m. IST to 8:30 p.m. IST. So 1.5 hour and complete practicals. Your recordings are lifetime access. You no need to bother about the recordings. Recordings are lifetime, means you will get lifetime access. So anytime you can come back and check your recordings, it will be there for you. And now I'm open for question and answers. If you have any question, you can ask me. Let me give you unmute option to everyone. I guess now you can unmute yourself. Any questions? No?
Hey, hi Rajni.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, I have the only 1 year of experience, not in the DevOps, in the L1 engineer.
Mhm.
This course is feasible for me, or the
Okay, L1 engineer means and what tech stack you're working?
just I'm working for the infra,
Infra what?
creating the virtual machines and the creating the databases. That's it.
On AWS or Azure?
On AWS.
Fine, through Terraform or
No,
normal?
in the normal way, on the UI.
Yeah, it is perfect for you because I'm going to cover Terraform, I'm going to cover CI, I'm going to cover this container technologies and this other things like monitoring and all. It will help you. You only need to concentrate on this GitHub, CI/CD part. That's it. Then, however, I'm teaching here. You don't need to take any other separate course as well. So it will be
Okay,
enough for you.
got it. Thank you.
And the course fee is 10K, and we are going to learn these things 50 days to 60 days. Why 50 to 60 days? Because whatever I have explained here will be going to take more time. This part will take more time because you are experienced, you're going into new organization, you should not face any problem. Okay, I will be not covering any basic. I'll teach you uh, like very deep side. So that what happens at the enterprise level. Those things I'll be more concentrated. I'll be going to teach you those things. Anyone having any questions still? You can ask me like your company. If you have doubt at your company work also, you can ask me, or means ask me in sense don't uh, explain everything. Just so this is something happen, how we can solve this, or what is this, why it has happened. Kind of general discussion. How you discuss with your friend. No. Fine. I already got many of the messages over the WhatsApp. I'll try to resolve those now after this call. And fine, if you not having any questions, I'm good to conclude. And as well, one more thing, like tomorrow at 7 p.m. sharp, I'm going to start. Everything is practical, and you have a chance to join 3 demos free, and later you have to pay. Then only you'll get the access. And whoever watching this recording, please note down this point and please reach me over the WhatsApp. All good? Fine. Yes, no, at least. Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
all clear, Rajni.
Okay.
Okay, then thank you everyone. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time.
Thank you, Rajni.